2024 has been quite the year for games, with some huge games being taken up by platformers, card games, and a licensed Marvel game. It's been a good year for games. But as we get closer to 2025, a year that's looking to be so crazy, we could be looking at a 2007 type big hitter year for games, with GTA 6, Metro Prime 4, and the possibility of Half-Life 3. I think it's time to take a look back into 2024. I was originally going to do a lot, such as like movies and TV shows, but to make it quick, here's the list. But other than that, here we go. This is the top 11 games I beat this year. My 11? I don't fucking know. Here we go. Number 11. This year, I slowly started my journey in beating all the modern Sonic games. During this, I played Sonic Adventure 1 for the first time. Man, this game was good. From some of the levels to the music, Sonic Adventure has been probably one of the most enjoyable Sonic games I've ever played, and it's definitely worth the playthrough. Number 10. Oh man. This game took me a while to beat, but one day while I was sick, I decided to sit my ass down to play it, and wow. This game was so good. With the story and combat, everything about it was just so enjoyable to play. The characters bring so much life to the game, with a certain part bringing my jaw to the floor. This zombie game is one that I'm never going to forget. Number 9. This probably has to be one of the best fan games I've ever played. While the first one didn't make it to the list, this one for sure has. The story, while not canon to the actual story of Half-Life 2, it manages to fit itself into the world of Half-Life without making anything too confusing. With the world building still being as great as Half-Life 2, this was a very great game. And Wilson. Just Wilson alone makes this game very, very good. Number 8. Batman Arkham Shadow easily wins VR Game of the Year. With the bar not being that high with only games like Half-Life Alyx and Boneworks existing, but holy crap man, my feet and Quest were in so much pain trying to play this game. My feet aching, but with my determination to continue this game, and my Quest 2, yes, you could play this with a Quest 2, basically with the battery draining fast, but man, this game is so good. The combat just feels amazing, and the voice acting from Roger Craig Smith brings in such a great performance with Batman. In total, this game truly makes you feel like Batman. Number 7. Pikmin 4 makes it to the list this year, as I have also started playing the Pikmin franchise this year, and have gone to love the franchise so much, and I'm so excited to see where it goes. For the game itself, this is the biggest game in the series yet, with having an open world style that it has, and with Ochi, it makes it a lot better to explore these levels too. While I do have some problems with the game, with the Pikmin limit and how the game only starts with like 10 or 20 Pikmin, if I were to talk about like all the problems on this game, it would probably have to go lower on the list. But as of right now, this is one of the best Nintendo Switch games I probably have ever played. Number 6. One of the best platformers to come out basically last minute, and Tom Blast takes its spot here being one of the crazier platformers I've played. With its fun art style and way of playing the game, it's just so enjoyable with such an amazing final boss. If you haven't played the game yet, I definitely recommend that you should, because holy crap, this game is just so fucking amazing. Number 5. Pikmin 2 takes a spot in this list, but as in a personal bias that I have. This is my favorite Pikmin game in the franchise, and the reason for it isn't that hard to explain. I love the caves and treasures that the game introduces, and I love the new white and purple Pikmin that they give you. It definitely helps you fight more difficult bosses in the game. And with Louis being a lovable piece of shit, this game is so enjoyable and perfectly makes its spot right here. Number 4. Eventually, you are going to see it on the list. But Astrobot takes 4th place, as I really love this game, and it's probably one of the best platformers I've played this year. And not only winning that, but in also the Game Awards too. It was just such an amazing game. It has such a fun and cute art style. All the levels are fantastic. The music is really good. It's just, it was a great way for them to really celebrate the years of PlayStation, and to finally give the PS5 a game. Number 3. Chapter, which is Before we get to the top two, I wanted to give an honorable mention to a game that I just recently have got myself into, which I've sunk already 30 hours into, Balatro. This card game is so good you have no idea. Like, it is super addicting. If you ever play the game, you'll easily know why. Also before we get to the top two, I wanted to talk about these really two bad games, like the worst games I've probably played, which unsurprisingly, with me playing all the Sonic games, they are Sonic Lost World and Sonic Forces. I don't know whether to make a future video about it, even if it's short. I probably should, because man, I have a lot to say about these games. Also, with that, the final two games that I plan on talking about for the number 2 and number 1 spot, this has been a really tough decision to make on which one I thought was honestly better. But I think my decision here is perfectly safe. But in any way that you look at it, there might as well just be placed as number 1. So here we go. Number 2. Mother 3 has to not only be one of the best RPGs, but also one of the only games that's ever made me feel something. I'm gonna be honest, if you played the game, then you can get a good idea of where I might have bawled my eyes out. Everybody probably knows that part. But the characters are just so good and the story is just wow. Please play this game, but you do gotta play this game first. Number 1. That's right, Earthbound takes first place. Without Earthbound, I wouldn't even have played Mother 3. So I gotta thank Earthbound in general, but holy crap. This has to be quite the masterpiece for the SNES, with already having so many amazing games. I also have to thank my friend for making me play this, because I would never have played it without him. This has to be not only one of the best games I have played this year, but probably ever. But yeah, that's it for 2024. Hopefully, I can get my shit together for 2025, because the amount of stuff that's coming out next year is gonna be amazing. I hope to see you guys very, very soon. Goodbye.